Got it. I think it's working. Good afternoon. October 7th, Finance Committee. The year is going fast. Call to order at 3 o'clock. Open this for public, no public or committee comments? None? Item number 3, fraud risk, easy for me to say, fraud risk discussion.
We have nothing to report.
Nothing to report. Hey. I like that. GA imported water costs. Who's got that one?
I'll take that. At this point, we have nothing significant to report. Nothing has changed. Our cost estimates remain what they have in the past. We've had nothing that would change them, so our costs are what they are. Perhaps at some point in the future, if the GA moves the pipeline along, there's the possibility that as the Army Corps of Engineers gets involved, they might have their own cost estimate. Who knows? I'm trying at this point in time to sort of get in touch with the right people down there at the ACOE just to see what they're doing.
Okay, and no new information from the city or the GA on this topic?
No.
Has there been any discussion at the GA or anywhere regarding increased costs due to the expansion of the environmental program?
There has been discussion, and I can't summarize off the top of my head, but I know that there was a grant. I believe the GA is, it was sort of the design grant, the money they were given up front to design the project and do the environmental. My general impression, and Ty, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they've burned through most of that grant money at this point in time, and it may be delaying their sort of ability to progress into the next phase or the restarting of the NEPA process and CEQA processes. I'm not sure about that, but that's my speculation.
Thank you.
Okay. Item number 5, financial statements. Ty?
All right, the main event. So we are a quarter of the way through the fiscal year through September. We have revenues that equal just over 4.8 million, which is about 178,000 better than budget. Our expenditures at this point is just under 4.2 million, which is actually 950,000 below budget. So we've been kind of holding back on spending just to make sure revenue keeps up to where it's supposed to be. So at this point, we have a net revenue of 678,000, which is 1.1 million better than budget. You'll see capital expenditures, 298,000. Of that, 45,000 is coming from either grant or bond funds. Debt service principal of 280,000, and total paid to the GA to this point in time is $18,652,757. Over 15 million of that is just the replenishment fee.
Did I see in their audit results that they had about 7 million or so of that in their account?
I think it was around 5 million.
Was it 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously there should be more in there.
They should
But
be.
at that point in time, because I believe it went through 2023, I think we'd paid somewhere around 8 million.
Okay.
I think, however, that if you're talking about the same report that I saw, the audit, there was like $3 or $4 million of that had been loaned out and was still included in their liquid assets.
Oh.
So I think that there's a little bit of sleight of hand going on there, because right now, as far as I know, there's no plan to pay that money back. Or at least there's nothing in their budget that says they're going to pay it back. So.
Yeah, they've recognized it as a liability, but haven't made any payments towards it.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Thank you. Sorry about the diversion.
Yeah, that's all right. After that, it's just the charts for your viewing pleasure. kind of just give you a historical view of where we're at.
Okay.
So big spike in revenues in August, is that correct? On the
Yes.
very first one?
Well, kind of a big spike. July, as you know, we accrue back to the previous year, so that's lowered.
Okay, so that's sort of an artificial thing based on
Right.
how we do our calculate our finances. Okay, that's,
I mean,
It's
we
kinda
take,
like-
we take that into account, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's,
yeah. It wasn't that we sold a ton of water.
no, August is one of our big months. That's why.
It
you see
is,
that
but
jump,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Ty, is there anything that surprised you on this budget sheet?
No, I know we've been trying to just kind of hold back on our spending. Legal at this point is doing pretty good. We are a little down on the revenue side, so it just shows we're not selling quite as much water as we anticipated. And that's even budgeting at 95%, so we're a little down on revenue. We just keep an eye on it. We did have kind of a wet spell there in September, which may impact that a little bit, but really to be off that much on the revenue side is immaterial, so we're kind of on track on that end.
Okay. Question on the charts, Stan?
No.
Prepaid accounts payable?
Right, yeah, go ahead and look through there. If you have questions, happy to answer. No real big out of the ordinary expenditures.
Okay.
You do see Ferguson there for 131,000. That's just buying pipe and supplies.
Okay, we're on page 2. Correct?
Sure, yeah, Ferguson's on there, 131,000.
So the Ferguson one is the cumulative number of numerous smaller purchases, is that correct?
Yeah.
That's our blue pipe and et cetera.
Pipe fittings, yep.
Fittings.
It's one of our normal suppliers, so.
Okay, I see nothing on the first page.
The Edison bill, are we still, do we still have solar arrays that are non-functional?
Yes, right now, NG is, I believe they've purchased the materials, probably waiting on them to be delivered, because I think they're delivering them here.
Okay.
And then we're trying to schedule a time for them to come out and actually do the install.
And I
You'll
think,
see at the board meeting, Chris will be going over a presentation on the security updates we're gonna do at those sites. Hopefully, at least at the same time, if not before, they come in to repair those so that we can have it all secured.
Okay.
yeah, that's by design. Make
Right.
sure we have security before we put
It makes sense, right?
stuff, yeah. Good work by the staff on that. by the
What
way.
would we expect that electricity bill to drop down to once that's in place? Just curious, rough order.
Where's that one at? You know, I want to say we were usually around 60,000 a month, so, I mean, that's,
Roughly. Okay.
yeah.
Saw that.
Is there only one bill from McMurtry, Hardsock, and Worth? The 13,000 looks kind of low.
Suspiciously low?
I think there was a second one. Let me look and see. Yeah, there's one up there, mid-page, 47, 9/11, 2025, 47, 265.
Oh, because there's two, okay, there's two of them for that?
Correct.
Oh, okay, no,
Well, and
McMurphy, okay. Okay, 47, okay, well,
I think the summary sheet here, Stan, kind of showed that they're actually low. Didn't you say something
Yeah.
about?
I guess I'm just
Yeah.
concerned that they haven't billed us for.
Oh,
what
they may
they've done,
It
and
may
then
still
if,
be coming, right?
but,
So bills may still be coming.
yeah. Well, and that's fine, as long as it doesn't end up being a surprise
Right.
when it doubles.
Their bills always surprise me.
Well, the actuals were 255, so that's not. Okay,
Yeah, they're typically around 50 to 60,000 total every month.
Where's Parker's,
Mid-page.
Parker's on both Rambo and Parker, right?
Yeah, Princess Papadopoulos would be
thank you.
the 54. I'm looking for,
Yeah, Rambo is 78,000 for the bottom of the last page,
Right.
and some of that is Tim.
I think the
Okay.
fourth page has Ramble on it,
There we go.
third or fourth page.
Did we approve their request for additional funds?
no,
That's,
you'll be briefed on that in closed session at the
Okay.
next meeting.
May I, since we got off on that already, are we on schedule to have a good discussion come Tuesday?
We are.
Okay. And it's going to be done in time for Ron and David to look at it before they're gone?
Yes, Ron and David, or at least David has been sent a link to documents that describe what they're asking.
Okay, well, I saw their original draft of what was included. And it wasn't all that, didn't have enough depth to it that I could really say what was in it.
Let me just resend you the link to all those documents.
Okay,
are we gonna have a full board here next week, or is David?
No,
still-
David is possibly going to be here. I believe Chuck will be out. Is Ron going to be back?
Ron didn't think he was gonna be here.
Ron wasn't sure.
We
Yeah.
may not have a quorum.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I know Chuck, I talked to him last week. Maybe he's back for the board meeting.
Now, I wasn't, see, I thought it was Ron and David that would be gone.
Yeah, Chuck, I think Chuck is on vacation now. Let me find out. Let me double check that tomorrow and verify. I'll get with Lauren and we'll just make sure we have a quorum.
Delay it a day or two, because we need a quorum.
I think
Right.
maybe Chuck's gonna be back. He said he was gonna be out I thought he said he was gonna be out for 2 weeks, but I need to double
Okay.
check with him.
And we can go
Oh.
forward with three.
Quorum.
3 is enough.
3 will be enough. So
Yeah.
so if David's back, we're fine. He said that's dependent upon when his airplane lands and how soon he can get on the road.
So we were going to be given an update on specifically what we're getting for the additional cost, but I thought we were also going to get a little tutorial on what we could cut out of the budget to get the budget to balance again.
Yes, and I think if Jim were here, he would say that we're probably straying outside the bounds of what we should be chatting about in this meeting.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. Fair enough.
Renee's over there shaking her head. Thank you, Renee.
That is Jim.
Do you have any other questions on the? on the
No,
budget?
no, I didn't, it all looked good to me.
Okay,
I guess we have to recommend that it be.
yeah, recommend that we bring this to the board,
Board.
which is,
I'll move that if you want a second.
I will second that. Even though the board that you'll be presenting it to is largely represented here today.
It'll be John presenting it anyways. I won't be here
He
either.
won't be here either. Okay, then, I will declare the meeting over at quarter after. Oh,
Yes.
I will not declare the meeting over.
Usually at the end, we ask for possible future agenda items, and I would like to note that we have met with the Rand Community Services District, and we are considering entering into a mutual aid agreement. And of course, that's a financial commitment, not necessarily of us to spend money, but for us to potentially support them in emergencies. It's very similar to the agreement that we have. It would be very similar to the agreement that we currently have with the In-Your-Current CSD, where we can respond to emergencies, fix breaks. So I wanted to make the committee here aware of that first, because it's something of a reimbursable type agreement, and, that would need your guys' sort of thumbs up that that's an okay thing to do. And so that may be on a future agenda.
Okay, yeah, I think it's a great idea. I don't know what the implications are or the costs to doing something like that, but are you asking to bring it forward to the board, or do you want to just keep?
I think I'm just saying on the future, so we're going to meet with them, and all we would ask for the board is if you want to say don't meet with them, you could say so now. Otherwise, we're going to meet with them and sort of discuss what might be possible in a mutual aid agreement, and then bring it back to probably this committee at some future time as an agenda item officially to then be taken to the full board.
I think that's a good idea. And with that flash flood that they just went through recently, it
Oh,
would have been
wow.
nice if we had it before then.
Yeah, and that's kind of what triggered that. And so,
Oh,
yeah.
I think any type of agreement like that, the important issue associated with this committee is making sure that we're reimbursed for
Sure.
work that we
Right,
provide.
and because it's a
Yeah, well,
reimbursable agreement, we
I
want.
don't see why we shouldn't be helping out our neighbors.
Yeah. Well, there's always what we'll call the In-Your-Current problem, which is we help them out and now they owe us, what do they owe us at this point?
I want to say it's around 12,000.
11, 12,000. So they've been making some payments. So, we can incur some minor costs that, are sometimes hard to recoup. But so that's for the board to decide what the risk is of that.
Okay, yeah, we'll look forward to that discussion.
Okay.
Thank you for reaching out for those guys.
Sure.
All right, then. Any other future agenda items? Nope. Okay, we will adjourn at 17 minutes after 3. Thank you, guys.